story for you. One that is written about a future that we would love to someday see. Today, that story is about the elven monk. You sit in an elven sanctuary with your fellow elves who live there with you. You have very little to your name, but the few items you do keep bring you a lot of joy and memories that can last you a lifetime. You woke up this morning to rinse your face in your washing basin that you filled with water last night before you went to sleep. The water was cold but very refreshing, just what you needed to wake up in the morning and start your day. You dried off and you sat on your bed for a few minutes, saying your thanks to the earth and the gifts she gave you before you get up and get ready for your day. Once you're ready to get up, you walk over to your closet where you have your own 6 outfits, all which are of monk robes, but they each represent an element: earth, air, water, fire, light for the sun or for energy, and dark for the moon or the spirit. And they all represent a different day in the 6 days of the elven week. There are many at the sanctuary with you, and you all have one thing in common. You all wish to save the earth by spreading peace and love to the world. There are many jobs at the sanctuary that you rotate from week to week. This week, you're on kitchen duty. As a monk, you only eat 2 meals a day, as well as 1 afternoon break with a small snack of lembas bread. That way that you can maintain your physique, and also that way you can fast for many hours of the day to encourage your inner frequencies to vibrate higher than they would had you not done this practice. There are 2 others in the kitchen with you this week. You discuss the foods you wish to prepare for the meal. It is a group job for you guys to plan the meals and gather all of the supplies. You guys had woke up 2 hours earlier than most expect to, and you go to the garden to get a head start. Once you 3 head to the garden, you gather the fruits and the veggies and the herbs that the gardeners grow so that way you can prepare the food. You gather many, many items and you take them back to your kitchen to be prepared. Today for breakfast, you have prepared a fruit platter. Yet you always make sure that you are served last as an act of selflessness for not only your fellow elven monks, but also to show your faith to your acts of kindness and love, making sure that all around you are taken care of. There are several people or elves at the table with you, and you all sit around it on cushions on the floor. There are several dining tables in this room where all of your other fellow elves sit in a similar manner. When you sit down, you all eat your fruit and focus on your food. During the morning, none speak at this meal because this is the one meal that is charging you, getting you ready for the day. You give thanks to the plants that have provided your food. You give thanks to the fellow kitchen aides that help prepare it with you. You give thanks to your body for being able to act in such a way that you could prepare this food. You also give thanks to your ability to be able to care for your own body and your own health. Even though this meal does not consist of talking, it is anything but quiet. The birds chirp, the wind blows from above, the earth sings as all of us sit and commune together with her energies. When the meal is done, everyone will get up and bring their platters to the kitchen, all without talking. They head to their jobs for what they are supposed to do for the day at the sanctuary, and you continue yours as well. You and the other 2 kitchen aides of the week help to clear off all the platters, and you prepare an afternoon tea that will be served to all of the monks at their break, that you also serve with the lemon bread that you guys make fresh every day. Breaks are not generally a part of monkhood, but as elves, taking breaks are an important part of life to help replenish your life force, to help commune with the earth, as well as to keep a sense of community, the way that the elves love to live. Happiness, playing, as well as work, and making sure that we maintain ourselves is a very important part, especially of monkhood. So the tea and the bread is to also help replenish this life force and energy that you may have depleted during the day. After the afternoon tea has been served to all of the monks and you all finish drinking it, you clean up the mugs and start to prepare dinner for everyone. Tonight, you and the other kitchen aides have agreed that you will make a soup consisting of many, many vegetables that you have picked fresh from the garden, as well as a side of quinoa to get some grains that offer a form of protein and carbs to help replenish the tired monks who have worked many long hours during the day. As all of the monks file in to sit down and eat, this is the time for communion and for all to speak freely into each other's minds. You speak of the day and the jobs you did. You speak of the stars and things everyone has learned, of wild stories that others have thought to tell, of arts that others have created, of all the beautiful things in this world. As you all talk and commune, from the outside it seems just like a loud jumble of conversation, but to trained ears, it is actually a wonderful symphony of knowledge and true inner beauty. This was the last meal of the day, so the monks will say thanks to the planet together in a united prayer for their inner light and their outer divine in this world. The thanks is given to Mother Nature, to the plants that provide food, and to their own body for being able to receive the energies and to continue to work. Water is the only thing that you and all the other monks will consume until next morning's breakfast. This will make sure that your energies are balanced and aligned, just as they were intended to be. Once all the platters are back in the kitchen, everyone goes about their evening chores. You and your kitchen aides all clear up the dining room, as well as the cooking area and all of the platters. Once you are done, you say your farewells and bid each other happy dreams and go on your way to your own rooms. Once you reach your room, you sigh and relax, as this is your own sanctuary within the monk sanctuary. You are thankful for all that the sanctuary offers, but you are glad that this is your own private space away from the world. You don't own a lot, but your room is far from bare. From the doorway where you stand, you will see many unique things. In the left back corner of your room, that is where your desk and your chair are. They are both made out of a raw and simple dark wood that shows the natural grain beautifully. It was sanded very smoothly as to make sure that there are no splinters, for the wood is not treated and is left in its natural form. On the desk is your journal that you write in every night to recap your day and to work out your thoughts and feelings about your own inner workings. Also, on the left side of your room, but a little bit closer to the door, pushed up against the wall, there is your wardrobe that sits. This is the same wardrobe that holds all of your robes that you wear each day. The wardrobe is made out of the same dark wood that your desk is. It is also natural, but the front doors have a little bit of something unique. They have specially painted gold ivy leaves, vines, ferns, flowers, and other plants that have been put there. The design was made custom for you when you first arrived to the monk sanctuary. It was one of the very few things that they had gifted you, knowing that everyone needs a wardrobe, but also giving you a piece of something that was your. Next to your wardrobe is a hand-weaved tall basket that you had made yourself by hand out of reeds. This is where you put all of your robes that have been worn throughout the week to make sure that you can wash them on laundry day. You undress and toss your robes into the basket. Then you walk to your bed, which is just inside the room to your right, pushed in the corner. On your bed sits your night clothes that you laid out this morning when you had first dressed. You put them on and tie your hair up in a way that protects it for when you sleep. You walk over to the back right corner of your room where you have a table that holds all of your candles that you use for prayers and any other thing that you wish to use them for. All of your herbs and tonics and medicines that you create yourself in the sanctuary, as well as your water basin and your pitcher that you had used this morning. You also have your rags and other toiletries that you keep there, things that you use on your skin and to make yourself healthy in everyday life. You open your window, which is located just above the table. The window is wide and lets in a good amount of light. It has a sheer green curtain, which you push aside, and you hang on the loop that's right next to your window. You had made it yourself when you had first got there, because even though your room is part of the sanctuary, you still wanted some privacy, and you still wanted to let in light. Once you open the window, you pour out the water that was left in the pitcher from this morning when you had washed your face into a planter box that was right below your window. It contained some flowers that you had planted in there earlier that spring, ones that you know will die back in the fall, but you loved their beauty anyway, and to you, they represent the circle of life and how things grow and die in tune with nature. After watering those plants, you still have quite a bit of water left in your pitcher, so you use the rest of it to water the various plants that you have hanging around your room and sitting on shelves and in planters that are lined up against the wall. You keep plants in your room not to possess them, but you keep them as friends, consider them family, part of your clan, and just as a natural part of your life, a natural part of any elf's life. The plants are there to give and take energy naturally, as well as to provide oxygen and just a boost of joy for you. All rooms in the elven sanctuary contains many plants that the tenants are responsible for caring, but they do not own these plants. The plants simply are just friends and are as natural to the monks as breathing air. Once your plants have been tended to, you grab your empty pitcher and walk to the sliding glass door that is located on the back wall of your room, sitting just between the desk and the table that your washing basin sits on. You open up your door and you walk out onto the back patio that is located there. There are brooms rooms to your left and to your right as you sit on your patio that have very similar patios to yours. There are small fences that separate the patios, as well as a cover that covers you from the rainiest days so that you could meditate or do yoga in peace. You walk down a path that is connected to your patio, and eventually you come to the well where there is a pump for you to fill your pitcher. You see other fellow monks that are coming to fill their pitchers in a similar manner. You have a light conversation for a moment, wishing well and good luck to each other as you all head back to your rooms. You put the pitcher back where it goes, sitting on the table with your medicines next to your washing basin, and then you head to your journal to write about your experiences for the day. You write down what you have to be thankful for, as well as the positive things that you're looking forward to. You like to keep things happy because you know that they will make your vibrations even higher and help you connect to your higher self even stronger. You talk about everything that happened during breakfast, everything that happened during your lunch and your break, and even the small conversation you had with the other monks by the pump. Everything that you said and the well wishes you wished each other before you headed back to your rooms. You then close your journal and head to your bed. You sit on your bed and you meditate and sing for a short while before you decide it's time for you to go to sleep. When you lay down your head and pull up your blanket tight all the way up to your neck, you go over everything that happened in the day, and you realized how truly blessed you are, not only in the few things that you own in your life, but in the things you have been given that aren't physical. You are happy and excited for what tomorrow will hold, as you are assigned new tasks for the week, and you have new workmates you will be working with the happy thoughts running through your head. You drift off and dream pleasant dreams of your higher self, of Mother Nature and the great